Good evening. I want to show you an activity. Okay. Can you see this paper?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the shape?
Square.
Square.
Square, ma'am. Square.
Now see, I'm going to make something. Now what is the shape? Now what is the shape?
Square, ma'am. Square, ma'am.
Now what is the shape?
Rhombus, ma'am.
Square is a rhombus. Rhombus is a square or square is a rhombus. Now,
Triangle.
now,
Square, ma'am. Rhombus, ma'am.
now,
Trapezium, ma'am. Trapezium, ma'am. Trapezium,
and
Boat, ma'am. Boat. Ship.
It is
boat.
ship, ma'am.
It's a boat. Now, this is a triangle. This one triangle. This is a triangle. And this is a trapezium. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I'm going to open it. Can you see the creases?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the crease?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
What
ma'am.
is the meaning? What is the meaning of crease? Crease. Crease.
Ma'am, folds.
No. Crease. Crease. What is the
The
crease?
mark left on the paper after folding it.
Correct. The lines on the paper. Can you see the lines?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, they are all geometrical shapes, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Now, what is this?
Triangle, ma'am.
Ma'am,
triangle.
Now,
Trapezium, ma'am.
now, I'm going to measure this. Okay? This length and this length. Can you give me the relation between them?
It is the half of
And
the
that is half of the last one, last side.
So, which theorem is that?
Midpoint theorem, ma'am. Midpoint theorem, ma'am.
So, this is half of this and also parallel to the third side. Correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now, here, what else can you see?
Ma'am,
Rhombus,
rhombus.
Rhombus. Diagonals? Diagonals?
Yes, ma'am.
Diagonals?
Bisect each other.
Bisect each other and are perpendicular to each other. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I'm just going to mark one. Right angle triangle. So take one right angle triangle. This is the square on the hypotenuse. This is the square on one side. and you take one square on this side. So square on the hypotenuse will be equal to the sum of the squares on the other two sides. Okay, can you see all geometrical figures in this plain
ma'am.
board? Yeah. Now let us see who all have come. Mahalakshmi, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
So now shall we continue circles?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you get the problems I had sent in WhatsApp?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes.
Let me share the screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
We have to do circles now. So where were we? We were doing quiz, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
We have angles subtended by a chord, circles and related terms, cyclic quadrilateral, degree measure of an arc, distance of chords from the center. So which one shall I take?
First one, ma'am.
Second one, ma'am.
First one we
Third,
did
cyclic
yesterday.
quadrilateral. Ma'am, cyclic
like-
Ma'am, cyclic
quadrilateral.
quadrilateral.
Ma'am, cyclic.
You like
Cyclic
you like
quadrilateral.
cyclic- Okay. You like cyclic quadrilateral?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let me call out the names. Yesterday, till which name we were doing? Till which name? Akash, Bhumika, Farhan, Danaya, Bhumika, Madhumita. Whom? Shall I start from the beginning, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Aishwarya, ABCD is a cyclic
Yes, ma'am.
quadrilateral. Find measure of arc BAD plus measure of arc BCD. BAD plus BCD.
180 degree, ma'am.
BAD BCD. 180 degrees.
Oops, that is incorrect.
Why are they saying measure of arc? Measure of arc. See, measure of arc is measure of BAD made at the center plus BCD made at the center. How much will it be at the center? It is not BAD and BCD. It is measure of arc BAD and arc BCD. What will be the central angle?
360, ma'am.
360. Shall we try 360?
That's correct.
What is the explanation they have given? It is not BAD BCD, it is arc BCD BAD. So it is 360. Next question for Akash. Akash.
Yes, ma'am.
Akash. You have to answer this question. Angle D is X. Angle C is 2Y. Angle A is Y. Angle B is 80. What is the value of X? Akash. The same, find the values of X. X is Akash. Akash, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
What is that X there? What is the sum of opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral?
180, ma'am.
Ma'am, 180.
180.
So X
Option
will
A,
be
ma'am.
100,
option
ma'am.
100 degrees.
100, ma'am.
100.
Opposite angles are equal in cyclic quadrilateral, no, ma'am?
Not equal. They are not equal.
Ma'am, the sum of
of
opposite angles are 180
The sum of opposite 180 degree, ma'am.
180.
Okay,
They are
ma'am.
supplementary. They are not equal.
Okay, ma'am.
Anjali. Anjali,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
opposite angle in a cyclic quadrilateral, opposite angles are dash angle.
Sup-
Complementary. Huh? What? Anjali? Anjali?
Hello, ma'am.
Huh? What is the answer?
Supplementary,
Anjali?
ma'am. Supplementary, ma'am.
Okay, okay. I can hear you. Correct.
That's correct.
Bhumika?
Yes. Option 4.
Option 4. 4 right angles. Easy question.
That's correct.
Danaya? Find the values of X and Y. Yeah. Something happened. I'm reloading, okay? Something happened.
Yes, ma'am.
Danaya,
Yes, ma'am.
please answer this question. If dash vertices of a quadrilateral are on the circle, then the quadrilateral is
D option, ma'am. 4.
an easy question. Correct. Now can you see the screen now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Farhan,
Option D, ma'am. 4 right angles.
no, you answer this one. Farhan.
Yes.
Question number 6 for Farhan. You have to find the values of X and Y.
Ma'am. 40, ma'am.
40, ma'am.
X equals to
40, ma'am.
Y equals
60, ma'am.
60.
Option 1.
That's correct.
Madhumita,
Yes, ma'am.
X and Y. 3x plus y equal to 180. 2y plus x equal to 180. Madhumita?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Mama?
option A.
Option A.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct.
That's correct.
Mahalakshmi? Mahalakshmi?
Non-collinear points.
The non-collinear?
Oops, that is incorrect.
Choose another option. If the points are not on the straight line, we call them non-collinear. But if they are on the circle,
Ma'am, concyclic.
concyclic points. Mahantesh?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
If an angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is 3/5 of a right angle, then its opposite angle is dash. Mahantesh?
Option A. Option A.
Option D.
A, ma'am.
A, ma'am.
Yeah.
D, ma'am.
No,
That's
ma'am.
correct.
Ma'am, D, ma'am.
D, ma'am.
D, no? D is correct, not A.
Oh, ma'am.
1, 2, 6, ma'am.
See, 3/5 means what? 3 by 5 into 90. How much?
54, ma'am.
54, ma'am.
54.
And opposite angle is 180 minus 54.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
126, ma'am.
Very good. Naveen,
Yes, ma'am.
answer this question. The figure below ABCD is a parallelogram. Angle D is 80. BEF you have to find.
Ma'am, option A.
A,
Yes, ma'am.
80. BEF is 80.
Yes,
Correct?
ma'am.
D is 80. E also 80. How did you get?
That's correct.
How did you get?
Ma'am, D opposite is E, ma'am. Angle E.
Huh.
It is 100 degree, ma'am.
Huh.
Angle BF is linear
Huh.
pair, ma'am.
Correct.
That
Correct.
is
Very
80
good.
degree.
Very good. Very good. Excellent. Next. Pavitra? 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 She's there? Pavitra?
Yes, ma'am.
Find the measure of opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral if one of them is 2/7 of the other. 2 by 7. Pavitra,
Yes, ma'am.
what is your answer? X plus 2 by 7x is 180. Got it? X plus 2 by 7x is 180. Pavitra, not working. Are you able to hear me? X plus 2 by 7x is 180. So somebody has answered there. What is the answer? Madhumita has put 80. Sanjana.
Ma'am, can I?
Who? Pooja. Yes, Pooja.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, option C.
Option C. Correct. Very good.
That's correct.
Now, Prerana. Prerana, your question. You have to find angle ABC. BD is the bisector. And ADB is 30. BD is also the what is BD?
Diagonal, ma'am.
Diagonal.
BD is diameter, no?
Yes,
Diagonal
Yes,
also
ma'am.
diameter.
Which one is diameter? It is bisector and also diameter.
Ma'am, it is diagonal for that rectangle and diameter for that circle.
But they have not given it is a rectangle. We should not think it is a rectangle. They have said quadrilateral ABCD. And this angle is 30 degrees. They have asked ABC. How much is DAB?
which one, ma'am?
DAB?
can I?
Ma'am, 90.
90. Now you have to find ABC.
Ma'am, it is 120. Ma'am, 120, ma'am.
120, ma'am. 120.
How?
120, ma'am.
How?
120, ma'am.
Angle ADB is equal to angle BDC, ma'am. Then angle ADB is 30 degree. Then BDC is equal to 30 degree. Angle ADC is angle ADC plus angle ABC is equal to 180 degree, ma'am.
Correct.
Angle ADC is 60 degree, and 180 minus 60 is equal to 120, ma'am.
Correct.
That's correct.
Who answered now?
Ma'am, Madhumita.
Madhumita. Now, Pooja, Pavitra did not answer. Pavan? Pavan is there? Pavan?
Yes, ma'am.
Pavan, you answer now. Now, did Naveen answer? Naveen?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You answered. Now Pavan will answer this. Question number 14. ABC equal to ADC equal to 90. What is AC?
Option A, ma'am.
Diameter. Correct.
That's correct.
Pavan, then Pavitra. Pooja. Pooja,
Yes, ma'am.
can you answer this, Pooja?
Yes, ma'am.
AB is parallel to CD and angle D is 99 degrees. Find the other three angles. How much is A?
Angle is 81 degree, ma'am.
81.
Huh. A?
Ma'am, 81.
81, ma'am.
C?
99, ma'am.
99, ma'am.
99, ma'am.
So option A. Shall I click on option A?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Correct.
That's correct.
Pooja, you answered right. Prerana?
Yes, ma'am.
Prerana, will you answer now? Prerana? Hello?
Ma'am, she's not there.
She's not there.
Yes, ma'am.
Then what about Sachin?
Yes, ma'am.
You answer, Sachin. This we have done. Sachin, find
Yes, ma'am.
ADC. ADC. BAC
Yes, ma'am.
is 50. BAC is 50. You have to find ADC.
Ma'am, I am there. Option 4.
Who? Who
Prerna.
answered? Huh?
Prerna, ma'am. I had network problem.
Okay. Option 4. How
Yes,
did
ma'am.
you get? How did you get? Prerana, how did you get?
Ma'am, alternative angles. Angle DCA is BAC is 50. Then DAC will be 50. Then they will be equal to 180. So 180 minus 100, 40 divided by 2. 8 divided by 2 is equals to 40.
Why did you say alternate angles? Nothing is parallel here. Why are you saying alternate? The alternate angles will be when the two lines are parallel and a transversal intersects them. How much is ACB? ACB?
Ma'am, 90.
ACB?
Yes, ma'am.
90. They have BAC is 50. So how much is CBA? CBA?
40, ma'am.
Ma'am, 40,
So ADC?
ma'am.
140, no?
140, ma'am.
Yes.
So we can't say alternate angles
That's correct.
because there is no parallel lines here. Okay, Prerana? Sanjana?
Yes, ma'am.
Sachin answered? Sachin? Answer?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Sachin will answer now. Sachin, you have to find DAB. BCE is 60. How much, Sachin? DAB. How much is DCB?
120,
120,
ma'am.
ma'am.
120, ma'am.
Answer is 50, ma'am.
DAB?
60, ma'am.
60, ma'am.
60, ma'am.
Option A, ma'am.
Option A. Correct.
That's correct.
After Sachin is Sanjana.
Yes,
Sanjana.
ma'am.
हाँ. Todakar. Sanjana Todakar. You have to find ADC. They are given parallel. ADC. DC parallel to AB. How much is DCB? DCB?
Again 120, ma'am.
120, ma'am.
120.
120, ma'am. 120, ma'am.
So ADC is 120.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Correct.
That's correct.
Now who has to answer? Sanjana Chittappa.
Yes,
Sanjana
ma'am.
C. Sanjana C. You have to find BDC. AB parallel to CD. AOD 60. How much is ABD? How much is ABD?
Ma'am, 120.
120. ABD
Ma'am, 60.
60.
ma'am.
No,
what they
60.
I'm asking ABD. ABD is not 120.
60,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
60. 60,
No.
ma'am.
ABD
30,
is not
ma'am.
30. Half of 60. Angle at the center is double the angle at the circumference. No. AOD, ABD. AD is common. AOD, ABD. So ABD is 30. We have to find BDC.
30 degrees, ma'am.
30 only, ma'am. 30, ma'am.
30, ma'am.
How you got 30?
30, ma'am.
How?
Alternate angles, ma'am.
Alternate angle.
ma'am.
Alternate angles.
Yes, because AB is parallel to CD.
That's correct.
Now, Shravan? Shravan,
Yes, ma'am.
you have to answer. You have to find ABC. AOD 50. ABD?
30, ma'am.
AOD, ABD.
25.
25.
25, ma'am.
Correct. 25.
Sixty, ma'am.
How 60? How? Shravan? ABC 60, how? How you got? Shravan? Shravan? Hello? Shravan. Hello, children.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
I'm asking Shravan how he got 60. He didn't tell me. You know, ABD is 30, 25, not 30. ABD is 25.
How 25? Please tell.
Half of 50. AOD, ABD. AOD is 50. ABD, AD common. AOD, ABD. Half,
Yes, ma'am.
25. So BDC 25. Because parallel.
Yes, ma'am.
They want ABC. How he got 60, I am asking him, he is not telling. How much is DOB?
120, ma'am.
120. So ADC?
No.
130, ma'am.
130, ma'am. 130, ma'am. DO.
130, ma'am.
130. ADC 130.
No, ma'am. DOB is 130.
No, ma'am. DOB is 130, ma'am.
DOB is 130. Correct. DC parallel to AB. We have to find ABC. How much is DAO? How much is DAO? What kind of triangle is ADO? ADO, what kind of triangle?
Isosceles triangle, ma'am.
Isosceles triangle, ma'am.
So DOA is 50. DAO will be 180
60.
minus 50 by 2. How much? 180
130.
minus 180 minus 50 by 2. How much?
65, ma'am. 65, ma'am.
DAO is 65. So ADC 180 minus 65. ADC, how much?
115, ma'am.
115, ma'am. 115, ma'am.
So how much will ABC be? 180 minus 115, no?
65, ma'am.
65, ma'am.
65, ma'am. 65, ma'am.
65 or 55?
65, ma'am. 65, ma'am.
Correct.
That's correct.
Now who has to answer? Shravan over. Shweta?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Shravan is not able to hear me. I'm so sorry about that, Shravan. Now Shweta has to answer.
Yes, ma'am.
ABCD, DCQP are cyclic quadrilateral. DCQ is 101. DPQ is X. How much is DPQ? Sneha. Sneha has to answer.
Option A,
DP
ma'am. 79.
79. Correct.
That's correct.
Next, Spurti. Spurti, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Spurti, you have to answer this. In a cyclic quadrilateral ABCD, angle A and angle C are known as
Opposite angles, ma'am.
opposite angles. Easy question for you.
That's correct.
Next is Sujata. Sujata,
Yes, ma'am.
you have to answer now. AB 60. Q is outside the circle. You have to find AQC.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ angle ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಅದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ.
QAO. ABC is 60. Who has to answer? Sujata has to answer. ABC is 60. How much is AOC?
120.
Ma'am, 120.
120. Correct. Now QAO is 90, QCO is 90. Why are we saying it is 90?
They are making angles at
Tangents are making the angle.
Tangent.
So
Yes.
tangent at the point of contact with the radius will make right angle. So QAO is 90, QCO is also 90. AOC is 120. How much is AQC?
60, ma'am.
60, ma'am. 60, ma'am.
Correct.
That's correct.
Hello, ma'am.
Next, Sujata over. Shravan has said my network is wrong. Some problem. Now, Pradeep. Pradeep, will you answer? Pradeep? Pradeep,
Yes, ma'am.
your question. ABCD is cyclic, ABCD is a rhombus. Then dash or congruent. Congruent means equal. In rhombus, all sides are equal. When arcs are equal, okay, what kind of figure is ABCD?
Rhombus, ma'am.
Rhombus, ma'am.
In rhombus, all sides are equal, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So the arcs will be equal.
Yes, ma'am. Option A, ma'am. Option A, ma'am.
Option A, ma'am.
Option A, ma'am.
Correct.
That's correct.
Pradeep answered. Sahana?
Yes, ma'am.
Sahana, you have to answer this.
Yes, ma'am.
ABCD is rectangle. Length is 10, breadth is 6. Find the diameter of the circle.
Option D, ma'am.
Option D. How did you get
Yes, ma'am.
that? How did-
AB
That's correct.
AB square plus BD square is equal to AD square, ma'am.
Ah,
10 square plus 6 square equal to AD square, ma'am.
correct. So you got square root of?
Square root of 136, ma'am. That can be written as 2 root 34.
Correct. Very good. Next. Who has to answer? Sneha, Spurti, Sujata, Pradeep, Sahana. Who has to answer now? All have answered. Who did not answer? Now, Shravan, can you answer? Farhan answered. Sachin answered. Anybody wants to answer this? Which
Ma'am,
of the
option
following?
second option.
Second option. A
Yes, ma'am.
necessary and sufficient condition for a quadrilateral to be cyclic is that is 180. That anybody wants can answer. Which is true? They have asked us which is the true statement. There is a cyclic quadrilateral. Side lengths are A, B, C, D. Diagonals are E and F. AC plus BD equal to EF. Or AB plus CD equal to EF. Or AC plus ED equal to BF. Finally, AC plus AD equal to EF. Lengths are given as ABCD. Diagonals are E and F. It's very difficult to answer this question, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Very difficult. Let us take a chance. Which one? You take a chance and tell me. Take a chance. Guess. Anything.
Ma'am, D.
D.
Oops, that is incorrect.
So I'll go for C.
Oops, that is incorrect. Oops, that is incorrect.
First one is correct.
That's correct.
In a cyclic quadrilateral, the product of the measures of its diagonals is equal to the sum of the products of the measures of the pairs of opposite sides. That is, if you multiply the diagonals, measure of the diagonals, it will be equal to the sum of the products of the measures of the pairs of opposite sides. We didn't know this, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You're not aware of that extra point we have learned. So time is up. Shall we close?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, children.
Thank you,
Danaya?
ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
children.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you. Bye, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Bye.